I was sent the script by my agent about 3 years ago, and it was it followed the path of a very efficient Hollywood thriller in a way. But there was something really intriguing about it because it was amongst three women and almost entirely. And it's about the relationship between a younger woman who's lost her mother and an older woman she befriends, yeah. And it was written, in that spare kind of Hollywood style. And it was not something I suppose I'd be immediately interested in, but something about it intrigued me. There's something about 7 handbags in the middle of it that was really intriguing. The simplest thing about it was that it was kind of a story of obsession, that normally is between a man and a woman, and the fact that the obsessional and all the obsessional and kind of rather perverse elements of it, are motivated by a woman, between two women. And it's a story about possession. It's a story about a kind of almost romantic obsession that refused to let go. It's a portrait of a friendship between two girls, in a contemporary city, and having fun, being irreverent. And Chloe and Micah are friends, and it's been really cool to work with them and see that friendship, just kind of make itself evident on the screen. I just wanted to create a construction or a story where an absolutely beautiful piece of music becomes so loathsome to the character who has to suffer it endlessly through the film, that it actually becomes a kind of, a source of punishment in itself. It's been fun doing that. No, I'm just thrilled to be making a movie. I mean, it's such a hard thing to do now. I mean, we do some days in Toronto, we do some days in New York. But the fact that we've actually managed to construct this kind of fantastical environment, in the studio here and whatever small locations we've chosen in Dublin, is great, really, because we've set a tenor for the film. You know what I mean? So it's not, and we've set a kind of a visual template for the way we'll approach the streets the city streets in Toronto and New York. This is not a horror movie. This is a thriller. I mean, there are no faces unpeeled. There are no eyeballs pierced or any of those. Nobody's eviscerated in this film. But it is, I hope it will be a really terrifying film. And actually, that's been a great challenge, actually, to make to make a spectral, scary, to introduce an audience into the darker side of their imaginations.